Hi people, welcome to Chess 24/7 and you're encountering the online chess blitz video. And I'm playing with white pieces. Let's flip the board and go for d4. And we have modern defense, but let me just close this diagonal. And let's just develop. Okay, so this is some form of King's Indian defense by black, a very popular response. But let me prep e4, gaining some space in the center. Okay, d6 is played to prevent e5. But now I think I'll just castle, get ready to castle. Okay, so we have bishop to h6. This is kind of strange. Maybe this is logical because my opponent has realized the fact that his bishop is quite ineffective on this diagonal, because this diagonal is totally closed. So let me just place my rook on the e-file. Okay, so I think now I have to make a choice. Should I capture it with the queen or with the knight, because both would be having different consequences. If I capture the bishop with the queen, my knight might be captured, is likely to capture. But if I captured the bishop with the knight, my bishop would be captured. I think I'll capture with the queen and would allow him to capture my knight, because I like to have bishop pairs. I like to play with them. And now I have a clear imbalance of minor pieces, because I have the bishop pair and he has the two knight pair. But before that, let me just put my bishop to h6, hit his rook, and let's see how does he react. And actually the main reason of putting my bishop on h6 is because it has restricted my opponent's king movement, because he has weakened dark squares, and because after he exchanged his dark bishop, I can easily take control of this weakened king side. But let me just for now push for d5. Let's see where does his knight go. Knight to b8. Okay, but for now I would like to open up the board because I have the bishop pair. Okay, let's open up the board and grab some control over the f file, semi-open f file. And this knight is problematic. If I could get rid of this knight, then I could see some scope in the game. Okay, I would like to maintain the bishop, the center pawns. Okay, queen to b6 check, and this is a dual threat. Check to my king and hitting my b2 pawn, but I can protect both of them with rook to f2. And let me just develop my rooks. Okay, so my queen is hit, but I need to protect my bishop also, so I have to move to this square. Okay, f6. But first of all, let's get rid of this annoying pin. And let's hit the queen once more. And let's see how does my opponent react. Okay, but for now let's just advance and let's see whether he goes. Let's see whether he puts his bishop with his knight, whether on g7 or on f4, because if he put his bishop on f4, he'll be losing a pawn in the process. Okay, but since I have some tremendous control over this file, let's place my rook to the g file and maybe push for eventual g5 and then try to open up the king side. Okay, center pawns I exchanged, but now I have this pass pawn also. Okay, quite logical, controlling this open file, but again he cannot infiltrate in my position because he cannot come to the second rank because my c2 square has been protected by my bishop. But I think let's just push for g5 now. Okay, let's just move out of this rook's view. e4. This is really strange because now this is just forking, and let's see how does he react. Knight to h5, come on, you must be kidding me, you're losing your queen. This is just winning. I have this pass pawn, I have 3 pieces and he has only 2 pieces, but let's see how does he go with this move. Queen to e6 check, and I think this is just winning because mate is, I think, inevitable now. In next 2 or 3 moves there it would be a forced mate. Let's see how does he react, and let's see whether he can find it or not. Okay, so my opponent resigned. Good game, good game. Let's revert. So I was playing with white pieces, d4, g6, we have modern defense, and he feint kittles his bishop, I develop, and I think it was really crushing for my opponent because I had advantage in space. And I like to play with bishop pairs because I like open positions more than I like close position, and the main reason of putting this bishop on h6 was not to hit the rook but to actually make my opponent's king immobile. And yeah, this knight has no good square because after he goes to, let's say, a5, after b4, this knight is gone. So yeah, he had to go to b8, and this kind of gives support to this knight because now this knight is really important for my opponent, and I see no reason to play a5 because all the action is going on the king side. I have space towards the queen side, but I have more pieces and I have more open file on the king side. So yes, let's see. Yeah, I think he had to go to this square because now he is controlling a couple of other major squares, and this was a very logical move, obtaining a open file, completely open file. But again, he needs to develop because right now my second rank is under control. My my bishops are controlling huge amount of squares, and this is just bad. I think after this he had no intention to play the game. He just continued it for some formality sake. And here he resigned because let's see, if you go to edit mode, the only safe square is h8, I guess. But after bishop to d4 check, there are only two ways available: either knight to f6, which would result in checkmate, I'll show you, or the other move which would prolong checkmate for some few moves would be knight to g7. But after pawn promotes to queen, the only move to save checkmate is the rook takes e8, and after queen takes e8, it's checkmate because the knight cannot take the queen because it is pinned down to the king. Okay, good game, good game. So I hope you liked my video, and see you in my next video. Till then, take care, tada, goodbye.